Damn, man, I'm freaking sore as freaking crap, dude. My hamstrings are tight. My freaking triceps hurt really bad, and from all the freaking running, dude, I'm freaking messed up from yesterday, man. Also, I do really want to get this out to y'all really early, maybe around like 1 or 2 or 3. I don't really know when I'm going to get this out. I don't know, hopefully soon. But anyways, guys, what's going on, everybody? It's Home Run 44 here, back again with another video. And in today's video, I'm basically going to be ranking every single NFL team's schedule, ranking them from the hardest to the most easiest. Before we get into the video, I'm just going to let y'all know I am going to do the Cowboys prediction for their season pretty much. That is coming soon. Don't worry about that. Before we just go into their season and predict about what's going to happen to the Cowboys in the next season, I'm pretty much just going to go over just every single NFL teams, ranking their schedules, seeing how easy and hard they are. Also, make sure you like and subscribe, turn on the bell to get notifications when I upload, and also leave a comment on the video to let me know what other videos I should do next, because I'm kind of lost at this point. But enough talking, let's get right into the tier list. Okay, so here we are in the tier list. So we have hardest, hard, mid, easy, easy AF. Okay, starting off with the Titans, they have a pretty hard schedule, man. They are going up against a lot of playoff contending teams like the Bills, the Raiders, the Broncos, the Packers a lot. Like really, they're going up against a lot of really good playoff contending teams. The Titans have a pretty like a really like mid schedule. It's going to be hard for them to make the playoffs, but boy, they got a tough schedule. Okay, next team, the Miami Dolphins. Mid. The start of Miami's season is kind of a little bit iffy. Like, y'all go up against the Ravens, the Bills, the Bengals, but during mid through the season, their schedule gets a little easier, going up against the Jets, Vikings, Lions, Bears, like those kind of teams. They do have a pretty mid schedule. There are a few teams that probably will beat them in the season, but they probably have one of the medium schedules in the entire NFL. Okay, next team, the Jets. Hard. Boy, the Jets are going up against the Ravens, Browns, Bengals, and Steelers in the first 4 weeks of the season. And then after that, they go up against the Packers, Broncos, Patriots, Bills. And then they'll go up against the Bills another time. And that's really hard for the Jets. And to be honest with you, I don't think they're making the playoffs. Okay, starting off with the next team, the Cincinnati Bengals, easy. In the first few weeks, they go up against the Steelers, Cowboys, Jets, Dolphins, Ravens, Saints, and Falcons, Browns, and Panthers. And so on. They have a few rough teams like the Chiefs and the Buccaneers, but overall, they really have a pretty easy schedules. I will not be shocked if they make the playoffs. Okay, starting off with the next team, we have the Cleveland Browns. Easy as well. Starting off in week 1, in a few weeks, they go up against the Panthers, Jets, Steelers, Falcons. Chargers is a tough one. Patriots, Ravens a tough one. Bengals a tough one. Dolphins and Bills is another tough one. And that's pretty much really it. But besides the Bengals, Chargers, Bills, Buccaneers, and Ravens, I'm pretty sure they are going to have an easy schedule. They could make the playoffs. We don't really know how good they're really going to be, but they have a pretty easy schedule. Okay, next team, the Jacksonville Jaguars, mid. Starting off in the first weeks of the season for Jacksonville, they go up against the Falcons, Commanders, Colts, Chargers, Eagles, Texans, Colts again, Giants, Broncos, Raiders, and Chiefs, Ravens, and just so on and so on. They have a lot of hard teams they can go up against, like the Ravens, Chiefs, Broncos, Raiders, Colts, and the Chargers, but overall, I mean, there's not really a bunch of teams that like are gonna like demolish them besides the teams that I've said, but pretty mid-season, like mid-schedule for the Jaguars. Okay, starting off with the next team, the Detroit Lions, easy AF. Dude, in week 1, they go up against the Falcons, Colts, Steelers, Eagles, Commanders, Vikings, Seahawks, Patriots, Cowboys, Dolphins, Packers, Bears, Giants, Bills, Jags, Vikings, Jets, and Panthers. And be honest with you, if they're not going to win a lot of those games though, but for like a team like the Chiefs, that would be a freaking easy schedule for them. And it really sucks that the Chiefs don't have the schedule, but the Lions really do have probably one of the most easier schedules in the entire NFL. Okay, next team, starting off with the Vikings, easy. They really don't have a lot of hard teams they go up against besides the Packers, maybe Cardinals, Bills, Cowboys, and that's really pretty much it. Otherwise, their schedule is pretty easy for it's a pretty easy schedule for the Vikings. Okay, next team, Chiefs. I don't even have to say anything about this, dude. We have the hardest schedule in the NFL. There's nothing we can do about that, man. Like, we go up against the Chargers, we go up against pretty much the whole entire AFC West, Bills, Rams, and we only go up against 3 teams that are guaranteed wins, which is the Jags, Seahawks, and the Texans, and that's pretty much it, dude. We have probably the hardest schedule in the entire NFL. Okay, starting off with the next team, we have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hard. The first week of Tampa Bay's season are not that bad. You have the Cowboys, Saints, and stuff, teams like that. But you also have the Packers, Chiefs, Ravens, Rams, Bengals, and maybe Cardinals. Just a lot of teams that are real contenders for the playoffs, and I was gonna put them at mid, but overall they do have a hard schedule. Okay, next team, the San Francisco 49ers, mid. Okay, next team, the Atlanta Falcons, pretty hard. Dude, y'all gotta go up against the freaking Rams, the Buccaneers, Bengals, Chargers, Ravens, all those teams. Really hard teams to go up against. There are a few games where I can see them probably winning, but overall, just really a hard schedule for the Falcons. All right, next team, the Chicago Bears. Easy. Okay, I was expecting the Bears to get a pretty hard season, but they actually don't. They go up against a lot of easy teams, but at the same time, I don't feel like the Bears are going to be good this season. They might be even worse than the Lions, but if this was another team like the Chiefs to have, this would be a pretty easy schedule. Okay, next team, the Dallas Cowboys, mid. Okay, so starting off for them, they got a lot of hard teams to go up against, like the Buccaneers, Bengals, Rams, and not only that, the Eagles are pretty much a contender at this point. They did a lot in the offseason, but there's a lot of games I do see them winning easily, like Lions, Bears, Giants, a lot, Texans, maybe even Colts, but overall, just a pretty mid schedule for the Cowboys. Okay, next team, starting off with the Texans, hard. Dude, there's a lot of hard teams that the Texans have to face, like the Colts, Broncos, Chargers, Raiders, Titans, Eagles, maybe even Commanders, Chiefs, for example. Like, they have a really, really tough schedules, and the Browns and Dolphins. Like, they're not going to win a lot of games, and the only team I could see them having a good chance at that is the Bears, pretty much. Okay, starting off with the next team, the Indianapolis Colts. This is a tough one. I would have to actually go maybe mid, actually. Because the really only hard teams they got to go up against, the Chiefs, Broncos, Raiders, Chargers, and really that's actually kind of it at this point. A lot of the teams I can see them probably being pretty easily, but pretty mid-season for the Colts. Okay, next team, the LA Rams. Actually, a pretty hard season for them. Week 1, they got to go up against the Bills. The Cardinals might be a problem a little bit. Maybe the Niners. Cowboys, I don't really see that. Buccaneers, Chiefs, maybe Raiders and Broncos, and Chargers. Really a lot of hard teams, but I still see them making the playoffs, maybe even but they were the Super Bowl winners last year, but they do have a pretty hard season though. Okay, next team, the LA Rams. Actually, a pretty hard season for them. Week 1, they got to go up against the Bills. The Cardinals might be a problem a little bit. Maybe the Niners. Cowboys, I don't really see that. Buccaneers, Chiefs, maybe Raiders and Broncos and Chargers. Really a lot of hard teams, but I still see them making the playoffs, maybe even because. But they were the Super Bowl winners last year. But they do have a pretty hard season though. Okay, next team we have the LA Chargers. Hard as well. I mean, starting off in the first weeks, they go up against the Raiders, Chiefs. Go up against the Broncos. They are in the AFC West, and that is probably the toughest division in the NFL right now. And they also go up against the Cardinals, maybe even Titans and Colts. But overall, Chargers also got a pretty hard schedule as well. Okay, starting off with the next team, we have the Las Vegas Raiders, mid. In their schedule, it's really only the Chargers, Cardinals, maybe Titans, Chiefs, Broncos, and Chargers and Rams, but overall that's really it. There will be a few. Actually, I might have to give them a hard, but actually no, we'll keep it at mid. They do have a pretty mid-season schedule. There are teams that there probably will beat. Okay, next team, starting off with the Washington Commanders. Actually, pretty easy schedule. There's honestly not a lot of teams that there's a few teams I see them probably being, like the Jaguars, maybe the Vikings, and maybe even the Lions actually. But the only real teams is the Titans, Packers, Niners, and maybe Colts though. But overall, pretty easy schedule for the Washington Commanders. Okay, next team, the New Orleans Saints, mid-season. There are a few games where I see them winning, but the majority of the games they'll probably will lose to, like the Buccaneers, Bengals, Raiders, maybe Ravens, Rams, and maybe even the Browns. I don't really know, but overall, a lot of the teams I see them having a fighting chance against. So mid-season for the Saints. Okay, next team, the New York Giants. Mid-season from them as well. In week 1, they have to go up against the Titans, then the Cowboys, Packers, Ravens, Eagles are a contender for y'all as well. But there are a few games I could possibly see them winning, but it's a mid-season for them, but I don't feel like they'll win a lot of games this season. Okay, next team, Pittsburgh Steelers, hard schedule for y'all. Week 1, you'll have to go up against the Bengals, the Browns, Bills, Buccaneers, Eagles, Bengals again, and Colts, and maybe even the Ravens, but really kind of hard schedule for y'all guys this year. Okay, next team, the Denver Broncos. Believe me or not, they have a pretty easy schedule. Really, the only teams I can really see them beat them is the Niners, Raiders, Chargers, Chiefs, and maybe even the Colts. And the rest of the games, I feel like they will win, guys. Like, it's crazy how easy the Broncos' schedule really is. Okay, on to the next team, the Green Bay Packers. They got a pretty hard season. Dude, yeah, this year they have to go up against the Buccaneers, Bills, Cowboys, Eagles, maybe even Rams. And really in general, like maybe even the Patriots, and I know how the Vikings are with the Packers a lot. So y'all, Packers probably have a really hard schedule. Okay, starting off with the next team, the Baltimore Ravens. They got also a pretty hard schedule as well. Like they go up against the Bills, the Bengals twice, but Tampa Bay, Browns twice, who are pretty good, and believe me or not, maybe even the Titans, but they do have not the Titans, that's preseason, sorry. But really, they do have a lot of hard teams that they do have to go up against. Okay, moving on to the next team, we have the Philadelphia Eagles, and easy AF. Dude, there's not really a single team, besides the Cowboys and maybe Cardinals. But overall, they probably have the easiest schedule in the NFL right now. Okay, going on to the next team, we have the Carolina Panthers, and do I want to say they're mid or hard? Because there are a lot of teams that could probably beat them. I would probably have to actually give them a hard, actually. Yeah, man, they have a hard schedule. They're going against the Rams, Bengals, Ravens, Broncos, Steelers, Buccaneers twice. Yeah, there's a lot of hard teams they do have to go up against. Okay, next team, we're going on to the Arizona Cardinals. I looked over their schedule. They probably have one of the most hardest schedules in the NFL with Kansas City. Because, man, starting off, y'all go up against the Chiefs, y'all go up against the Raiders, Rams. Then next you got the Eagles, you got the Vikings, or a lot of teams like the Rams, dude, and even the Chargers. Y'all got a lot of hard teams y'all are going up against, and be honest, I don't feel like y'all could possibly make the playoffs. Okay, next team, going on to the Buffalo Bills. They have a hard schedule too, because starting off, you'll go up against the Rams, you'll go up against the Titans, Ravens, Chiefs, Packers, Browns, but really in general that's it. But the rest of they will make the playoffs, but a lot of the games they probably might lose. Okay, next team, the Seahawks. Their schedule is hard as well, because in week 1 they go up against the Broncos and then Niners. Niners are going to probably be in the pain in the butt for them. Then they go up against Cardinals, Chargers, Tampa Bay, LA. You will go up against LA twice. Actually, they may have one, or no, we'll keep them. And the Chiefs, I mean, we'll keep them at hard, but it's not like the hardest schedule in the NFL, but it's pretty hard for the Seahawks, especially how bad they probably are going to be this year. Okay, final team, the New England Patriots. They also got a pretty hard schedule as well. Dude, the Dolphins are going to be the problem, maybe even the Steelers. The Ravens are definitely, Browns, Vikings, maybe even Bills, Cardinals, Raiders, and Bengals, and the Bills again. I forgot y'all played them twice, so yeah, y'all have a pretty hard schedule though. But anyways, guys, that's it for the whole entire tier list of which teams probably have the easiest schedule and which teams I think have probably the hardest schedule. Anyways, guys, before we end the video, I would really like to thank all of y'all for how much support I've been gaining, how much support the video's been getting. And my last video, I actually reached 100 views in less than freaking 17 hours, which is freaking like crazy to me. But really, I really would like to thank all of the support, and hopefully we can actually get to 200 subs, hopefully soon, but we're getting pretty close to that. But anyways, guys, I would really appreciate if y'all, the new people who came by, all subscribe, turn on the bell to get notifications when I upload, comment on the video, let me know what videos I should probably do next for my next video, and anyways, guys, I will see y'all in the next one.